Hello and a very warm welcome to the highlights of day 3 of the second test between Pakistan and Sri Lanka at the National Stadium, Karachi. The surface in the middle still looks very firm, and with the sun beating down, it should be drier as the day wears on. And that's Pakistan's effort in the second innings. They've looked pretty solid. Abid Ali more impressive. And with him is Shan Masood in the middle, as Pakistan have reached 57 for no loss at the end of day 2. Sri Lanka have tried a few options, 4 in total, but without much success for them. Still looking for that breakthrough. That's the match in brief then. Pakistan winning the toss, electing to bat. 191 is what they could manage through 50s from Shafiq and Babar. Sri Lanka, in reply, took an 80-run lead, but Pakistan have managed to get to 57, which means that a bit more before they write off that lead. Let's get straight to the action then. It's over to the commentary team.
Masood and Abid Ali will get things underway again with the opening stand late last night. A 57 without loss from 14 overs bowled. Pakistan now just trail by 23, that deficit 80.
Openers Shan Masood and Abid Ali batted well in the last session yesterday. And there wasn't much on offer for the faster men, especially. Talked about this yesterday. I think this is the case now where the zip of the surface has been lost. And for the fast bowlers to get wickets now, they'll really have to work over a batsman with consistent bowling.
Shan Masood, he's 25 short of 1,000 test runs. He's at the non-strikers end. This is Abid Ali facing up the first one on day 3. It'll feel good for Abid Ali. Keep things ticking and moving. 3 slips in a gully, no short leg. Orthodox point and mid-off on the offside. Little feel, went with the hands. Didn't carry, but they'll pick up a comfortable 2. Well, that's nicely played. Shan Masood won't go to the fence. Little punch into the covers for a brace. He's got a little too straight here. I saw the other one that had zipped back in, but it was a better length and line. This one's too straight. Gets punished as Fernando.
Although it's not completely middle, but it's timed so well that it's gone to the fence. It's the leg side where he likes it, and that's just angled towards there.
Got too straight there. But, it'll race away for 4. You can see why Fernando, you look at those highlights of that 100, you can see why he's come around to change it up. Does not want to be cut to pieces again, so he's trying to change things up, left arm round. Bit like that stroke. It'll be a gorgeous Gora. Will cover. They do come back, and there's a half century to Abid Ali to go with his 100 in that first test match in Pindi. Well played, sir.
And the strike rate almost 72.
Gets it down to third man. That's an area that Shan Masood is a little bit vulnerable. Tends to push at deliveries outside the off stump, but very strong off his pads. And the Sri Lankans last evening were very straight and more on the pads. But this one, a little bit uppish, but in that gap. What a shot. I think slightly inward into the right-hander. And he went wide or mid-on. Perfect shot. The adjustment was made by Abid Ali. He is in very good form.
Well, actually, there was a cry of anguish from the bowler because he felt he had deceived the batsman with a little bit of in-slant angle. But have a look at the response. Magnificently struck, because that's such a difficult angle to execute and get the ball through.
Good shot. Excellent use of the feet. Brings up the 100. Shan Masood is a tall lad, and that tells you his confidence level.
1, 2, 3, and away she went. Bang! Forceful hit. Went a mile. Nicely executed. Opened the front leg so that he could get the full swing of the bat through the line.
Just covers that and drives through extra cover. Got his foot across, covered whatever turn that he was attempting to get. This is excellent batting. 11 runs off the over. He can use the slider just like that. 1,000 runs to Shan Masood.
Straight away. Glides it to third man, gets to a half century. Shan Masood. 7th in Test cricket, and didn't he need this one? He's gone down the wicket. A little bit of a shimmy, very similar to what happened in the first innings for Abid Ali. Yes, they're asked for it.
Oh, doesn't appear to be any bat. Yeah, it's a gap between bat and ball and a flat line all the way through, ready for ball tracking. Tracking, pitching outside off, impacts in line and wickets missing. Gonna go back to drill on field. Joe, I'm gonna ask you to stay with your original decision. You're on screen now.
Oh, great battle, great battle. Shorter.
I love this. Yeah, there's a little chat, as if to say, if you fancy coming down to me, you might have to sniff a couple.
Hang on, hang on. What language was that? Not in English, was it?
Well, it could be subtly. A little broken, probably. It's Test cricket.
Upish, brilliant. He did come down at it, but got high on his toes. Abid Ali winning the battle at the moment.
Yeah, this is what Test cricket's all about.
Down the wicket. Now that's classy batting. Inside the line, opened up that offside.
He's gone for half a dozen here off the blade. Yeah, sweetly.
Well, the batsman's doing everything right. Bit on the shortish side, previous over, bit of argy-bargy. Nothing's deterring Abid Ali.
It's not a half volley by any stretch. That's a wonderful stroke on the charge. You look at it. Yeah, that isn't a half volley. It's a wonderful stroke.
Nice, another boundary probably. Leaning into it. Abid Ali looking good. Abid Ali racing away.
So he's gone more half volley there. He's looked to go full and maybe search on off stump, look for the LBW. And you only have to be slightly off. It's tailed in a bit, yes.
Hammered. Was uncomfortable with the bouncer a little while ago, Shan Masood. The difference in this, slightly outside his eye line.
Driven through extra cover. Just a touch over pitched. And when you don't spin, when you're not spinning it back at the right-hander, you don't create that doubt, so you cover the line.
The pace of the pitch might have quietened down, but the pace of the bat is certainly going. Abid Ali, strike rate over 70.
In the gap. The 150 is up. A rare time that the outside edge has been found.
Yeah, genuine edge, but almost would have carried to a wide fourth slip. It goes down to third man to the fence. Run rate 4.18 from Pakistan. That's going down to third man for another boundary.
No, no. Wishful thinking. Well stopped on the boundary. So Ambul Denia continues. And if this pitch is going to improve, I think they're in with an equally good chance of scoring these runs. But again, what is important is to understand what kind of target would be set. Incidentally, the best opening partnership for Pakistan versus Sri Lanka, in test that is. Shot. Slog sweep. Gone for 6.
Abid Ali slog sweep goes the distance. Been very, very good against the fast bowlers, but against the spinners he's completely at home.
That's gone again. He's taking to the sweep shot now. Something that we didn't see from the Pakistan batsman in the first innings. But now they're looking to sweep the spinner. The slog sweep first and now the conventional sweep. In fact, that's another slog sweep.
Abid Ali has not let Emil Dinia settle at all. He's always looking for that big shot over the leg side, plus the fact that he's very quick to get onto the back foot. On to 92. He wants this 100 before lunch. Maybe this will be the call for lunch. Yes, it is. So Pakistan completely dominating this session, and these two, Shan Masood and Abid Ali, have got Pakistan a lead of 95, and they're yet to lose a wicket. Opening partnership still going strong, 175.
Pakistan openers continue their dominance with the bat. Shan Masood 78 and Abid Ali nearing yet another century. 93 for him as Pakistan reached 175 for no loss at lunch on day 3. Well, Sri Lankans, it toiled hard, struggled a lot without any success. Fernando Kumara and Baldinia as well was neutralised by Abid Ali. Dilruvan Pereira was also attacked by Shan Masood in particular. That's where the match stands then. Pakistan winning the toss, electing to bat, far from an ideal score in the first innings, 191. Sri Lanka replied with 271, an 80-run lead. But in the second innings, Pakistan look extremely impressive, 175. They've taken a 95-run lead until lunch on day 3. We'll take a very short break here. When we come back, we'll see the best of action from the second session on the third day's play.
It's a straight hit and a big hit. We know in Test cricket, there are highs and lows, and you can come back strongly in the next session. And I think that is what Sri Lanka need to do. Otherwise, Pakistan may just run away with this Test match. Credit to Abid Ali for injecting pace into this innings. His has been a lovely hand, 93 or 124 balls. They batted much better today with a better strike rate.
Well, now there seems to be some thought process. while just looking at the field that's been set.
Oh, still beats that fielder there. This time, it's the front foot drive on 97.
3 balls in line with the stumps, and look at this, how wide it is. That is a free hit. That's Abid Ali's strength.
Miscue will get a run. Should come back for 2.
But don't mind that. From a bowler's point of view, he's struggling to find his rhythm.
There's that square drive on 99. The drama builds. Around the corner. Raises his bat up in the air. It's another 100 for magnificent Abid Ali.
Abid Ali, Pakistan's new hero. First Pakistan batsman to score 100 in each of his first 2 tests. Of course, there's 8 others who have done it in world cricket. And the crowd, they waited a long time for a moment like this. And Buldania in the deep. You come across him quite often.
That's shot and gone. He's a good, strong player, so he may not have hit a lot of sixes at the domestic level, but boy, is he liking it here in Test cricket.
Edge but 4. That's 200. A partnership with Shoaib Mohammad of 172. Here against New Zealand. But of course, come on, Danny Morrison bowling.
Yeah, it was dead easy. No problems whatsoever. Oh, a little bit of confusion. That ball came back with the angle.
But very close. Very close. Needed another stump. The slips have gone wider. Ooh, on the pads and... oh, just missing those stumps.
It's nice, it really is. Hustle, hustle for 2 more. He's dealing in doubles here, isn't he, at the moment, Masood?
And there it is, Shan Masood, second Test match 100. He's threatened for a while in Test match cricket, but boy, what a relief for him. 3 figures he has reached against his favourite side. Both hundreds against Sri Lanka, both in the second innings. This one coming in the opening partnership with Abid Ali.
No, lefties. They make it look so smooth. At about 2, but yeah, think better of it. They've been bowling the Shah Masoods. He's got a little too straight here as Kamara. And they're going to pick up 3 at the end of that over. So 6 from it. 2-2-4 without loss after 55 overs. Well done. And we're going to have a drink here at the Karachi National. See you in a moment.
It's a straight hit and a big hit.
Straight away. Now that isn't a good start. I say that because there are 6 men on the leg side. It's been that kind of a day for Dilruwan. It's clear that the line of attack is the leg stump. Just 3 men on the offside. And straight away from round the wicket, he's drifting outside the off stump. Becomes an easy hit, easy option.
The margin squeeze also when you're bowling to Abid Ali. He's been in that kind of form.
Oh yes, Dilly, good
Gotta go
bowling,
for that
Dilly.
angle. Use the leg side field. Keep him quiet somehow. That's good running, and that's been the feature of this partnership. Partnerships are generally built on good communication, good running skills, and he's been outstanding, Abid Ali, because right throughout this knock, he's hardly called Shan for a wrong single or for a tough two.
Down the wicket. That's a good option because there is no man on the boundary. Anyway, he just went all the way. The key, as you kept saying, was get to the pitch and then just that free swing.
But he's got to understand the value of this innings and understand the value of getting 100 and get a big one. He's got to remind himself of that scenario.
That's it, fine. Played it very late. Allowed the ball to come to him and then almost completed the shot as it passed him to make sure that he got it fine. There was a man square, but he played it so late.
Is there an angle that he's not good against or good at? It was swept so well. Doesn't give you the impression at all that he's playing a second test match. And that's the thing that I like about him, his confidence and self-belief.
This time, the conventional sweep. They'll give him a single. That's gone fine. I don't think he wanted it to go there, but he still gets a boundary.
I think it hit the back of the bat. They touched it twice. Missed the fielder fine.
There goes the sweep. He's getting inside the line.
I don't know about you, Roshan, but I clearly have been stumped by the state of the pitch because I was terming it as a short test match. Low scoring test match, 191 all out, and Sri Lanka taking a lead of only 80. Batting was difficult on first and second day, and look how it's turned out on day 3.
So there are millions who are stumped. People who are watching, they couldn't have expected anything different, really. Particularly with the way the test match panned out on day 1 and 2. The slog sweep. He's been quite fond of it. Good running again. Very good running. These two guys have a wonderful understanding. They're off in a flash. They pounce on every little opportunity. There was a deflection here. Not the greatest of fielding, and then he had to get up. He was on one knee, had to get up and then quickly get off his blocks.
Well, the way things are, these two getting runs for fun. Azhar Ali won't want to take his pads off because if somebody gets out and somebody else gets in, he doesn't
He'll
want
have to
anyone
wait.
else.
That's a fair point, and it looks so simple. The Sri Lankans are very at the moment. There's nothing that they're able to create. Oh, good line, good line. Still beating the edge. I don't think the Sri Lankans are going to agree with that. A bit of schooling going on for them in the form of a bad day at the cricket.
Again through that offside and a couple of runs still flowing. Shan Masood 127.
Pretty new, and you could say lack experience. But all they're experiencing now is running behind those balls. If Dilruwan Perera continues to bowl these lengths,
It's just too easy for a man batting on 128. Cuts it away. Waited perfectly for that delivery.
Lead 196.
It's only the second instance where the openers have scored more runs than the first innings total. The first one was 1958 Barbados. First innings Pakistan bowled out for 106. Then a 152-run opening stand between Hanif Mohammad and Imtiaz Ahmed.
An opportunity. There's the wicket. Lairu Kumara gets the breakthrough for Sri Lanka. The short ball, Shan Masood taking it on.
Surprise, surprise. Sri Lanka get a wicket. Opening stand of 278 broken. Shan Masood for once not getting over that pull shot. Pulls it in the air. Kumara gets a wicket. Sri Lanka gets some relief, but what an innings from Shan Masood. 135, home test in Karachi. Opening partnership of 278 as Pakistan lose their first one.
Azhar Ali, another man struggling for form. 3 minutes to go, plenty of time to go bang bang. Lasted only 2 balls in the first innings, but he's a wonderful player. Ever since he's been captain, not been able to contribute as well as he would like, or as well as Pakistan would want him to. Oh, good start, good delivery to start proceedings.
He's waited for 68 and a half overs to get a bat.
Yep, who needs singles when you can play shots like that? Off the mark with a wonderful straight drive, Azhar Ali. 282 for 1, Pakistan. It's stay here on the 3rd day in Karachi.
The run fest continued for Pakistan in the second session. Shan Masood and Abid Ali getting to their respective century. Abid Ali still not out, and both of them contributed 278 as Pakistan moved to 282. Well, Sri Lanka tried a lot of options, but without much success. Only Lahiru Kumara, who provided the breakthrough, got Shan Masood 1 for 70 for the fast bowler. So that's the story of the match so far. Pakistan winning the toss, electing to bat 191. In reply, Sri Lanka took a lead of 80, but Pakistan very much in command now. 282, the loss of just 1 wicket, and more importantly, 202 runs ahead. We'll take a very short break here. When we come back, it's going to be the best action from the 3rd session of play on day 3.
It's a straight hit and a big hit.
Oh, good running, good running. He's got lots of runs. He's batted for a long time, but very, very busy. Azhar on his way. Boundary just before tea, and he follows that up with this. The confidence growing. He's taken the angle, outside leg stump. Tea's over. Why are they serving pies as yet?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, fair call, Russell Arnold. It's nice. Again, very good, isn't he, in that region? That's a better line. That's a much better line and pace. You could see there. Juice the outside edge.
But no slip, hence no risk. Abid Ali opens the face of the bat.
This is good. This is good energy, and this is what the field is set for.
Very good from Kumara.
Bit of work for Kamara. Oh. Has this been put down? Is this carried? You look at the expression of the bowler, and he seems to think so.
Straight in, Danny. Straight in and out. That was an opportunity. Slower delivery. Oh, should the Fernando. Yeah, because it wasn't very quick. Slower deliveries, high in the bat. Oh, boy.
Well played, really well played, because it has bounced a bit. He's so good hitting the ball so late. He was a bit tired down there.
Dilruan Pereira.
On those practice pitches, he's grazed his knee a bit here, but he took a while, and he took a while to get down. And then he had a couple of cracks at it too, didn't he, out in the fence? Here we go. Come on, old boy. Slide out. Yeah. Ow. And then, uh-oh. Oh, an ow again. That left knee's taken a pounding.
So many cracks on that. Pakistan get to 300. 3 away, Abid Ali from 150. Lead 220 and growing.
He's flighted that one a bit more. It's beautifully played from the captain. Azhar through extra cover.
Plenty half volleys dished out.
Strong wrists. We'll give them a couple.
In fact. Gets to his 150. Is making the headlines. Abid Ali, new star on the horizon.
A purple patch. He's got to enjoy the moment. They rise to him, and why not? And good to see Misbah smiling. I don't think he's been smiling a lot these days.
Appeal. Sri Lanka do not have a review. And so umpire doesn't agree with the left armour.
Are ones that the DRS would help. Well, the impact thankfully is outside the off stump. This time another couple, maybe 3 for Azhar Ali. Straight away, tossed up. Loves a couple. Once again, that inward movement that worked away well. It's getting that ball to come back into the right-hander. Just a bit offline. Should be starting around or just outside the off stump.
They'll have to bat out of their skins, just as Abid Ali is doing. You give him width, whether on the front foot or the back foot. 8 runs should be given for that effort from Dhananjay De Silva.
Does well here. He gets his hand to it, and then as he goes out of the playing area, realizes that the ball's still traveling the fence.
Kumara didn't pick that up. On the pads. Timing top class. Seeing that ball like a football. It was flying to the boundary. Two men in the deep. Both didn't move. Is that the third boundary of the over? Yes, it is. Hammered. While they go find the ball, the players will have a drink. 3:45 for one.
It's a straight hit and a big hit.
Top edge. The only person near where that landed was umpire Joel Wilson. If he catches it, it doesn't count. But just a bit of excitement for the Sri Lankans. He liked that. He liked that right underneath the eye, and he leans into it. Top shot, 350 on the board for Pakistan.
Azhar Ali batting well is when he's hitting down the ground and driving well, and that's one of his best. Holds the pose, long half volley, but dismisses it straight back down the ground.
Holds the pose, says Bazid. Oh, the NRL. What they do out here is watch Azhar Ali, Abid Ali. They watch Pakistan play cricket. And when they're playing like this, they're not gonna miss a ball. That's for sure.
Oh, that one kept low. Finger is up. Sri Lankans have gotten rid of Abid Ali. That one stayed low and looked in front of the stumps.
So, gone DRS trying to come upstairs.
No bat. Looks like no bat. Clear gap between bat and pad. Ball tracking coming up. Pitching outside off. Impact is in line and wickets hitting. We're gonna go back to drills. Stay with your original decision. I'll let you know when you're on screen. You're on screen now, Joe.
Yeah, it looked out. Looked pretty much adjacent, and at long last, something for Sri Lanka to smile about. 174 in his second test match. What a knock. What a player. He's made his presence felt in no uncertain terms in this test series. Abid Ali has been the headlines in Rawalpindi and here in Karachi, and they all stand up for what they've seen here today from his bat. Elegance, compact defense, great rotation of strikes, some lovely boundaries to the off and off the pads. He should be mighty proud of his effort. Abid Ali, new star is born. 174 he got from 281. Pakistan 355 for 2. The last thing Sri Lankans wanted to see was Babar Azam at the crease. 355 runs on the board. Average now in the 40s. His career in Test cricket is upwardly mobile. Oh, excellent first ball. What a good delivery. He's got a high back lift.
It's mid-crease, wideish. And look at this, look at the handy footwork, little nifty footwork. Football season is in swing as well.
Elegantly driven for a run. What a shot that is. Babar Azam showing his class.
Oh, yes. Let's lift it another gear through cover.
Solidly hit. Easily done. Have a look at the balance. Beautifully balanced. That's the other thing that is so likable about him. Full toss put away by Babar Azam. Should get 3, I think. Can't make such errors when you're bowling to Babar Azam. Your margins squeeze. Such a good player.
And then, of course, that all comes back to the bowling brigade. Oh, hello. Just see them struggling a little here. The backing up and the wary legs there of Amara, being aware of the situation of the throw.
And there it is. First 50 in 14 test match innings. It's been really tough for the Pakistani captain. A welcome return to form for him.
I'm still quite happy with it, Basit.
Yeah, the only Sri Lankan here who's happy with proceedings today. It's been difficult. It's been tough for Sri Lanka today. hasn't it?
You're misquoting me. It's not the
Okay.
proceedings. You're talking about the pitch.
So you're happy with the pitch?
I'm
How it's
happy with
played?
the pitch.
Okay.
Short and wide. He's got a man on the cover boundary. .94 for 2. Sri Lanka just got 2 more overs to get through. Selfies. It's a very common thing these days. Are you a selfie man, Buzz?
Don't know what a selfie man is, but I do know that when you go out of this comm box, everybody wants selfies with you.
It's his orthodox delivery that goes over the top. Last ball of the day.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And that's it. 395 for 2, and that stumps. And Pakistan will be very, very pleased with their effort. 315 runs ahead, and they got 8 wickets standing. Azhar Ali 57 and Babar Azam on 22.
What a day for Pakistan. 338 runs scored in the day, the loss of just 2 wickets. Pakistan bossing this game. Azhar Ali walks off after having scored a 50. Babar Azam's looked solid with 22, but it was all about the opening partnership. Abid Ali and Shan Masood.
Pakistan continued their dominance with the bat. 174 for Abid Ali and 135 in a partnership of 278 for the opening stand. Azhar Ali also got a half century, still in the middle with the ever-impressive Babar Azam. Well, Sri Lanka had a very, very struggling day. Only one bowler who was amongst the wickets, and that was the fast bowler Lahiru Kumara, 2 for 88 for him. That's where the match stands then. Pakistan making 191 in their first innings. Sri Lanka replying with 271, an 80-run lead. But look at that second innings, 395 for Pakistan. And more importantly, they lead by 315 runs. Hope you enjoyed the highlights. Goodbye.
It's a straight hit and a big hit.